A consistent paradox we face as a people is that of whether or not our reality is a simulation. Do we exist in some kind of dream or illusion? While the answers to these questions could be assured with a resounding yes by those minds unwilling to plot a sound course into the heart of life, the duty of the rational being is to actively seek the proper questions needing asked. From this perspective, we muse of disbelievers trying to shirk responsibility for their lives. How do we differentiate illusion from reality? Keen observational skills determine easily the flaw of one-sided thinking. The narrow perception here being individuals fixated on the simulacric aspect of their reason. This allows the metaphysical hand of the mind to cling to the desperate hope existence is unreal, therefore freeing them of existential responsibility. The major truth we've confronted is the factual basis of illusion itself. How ridiculous is it that anyone can sum up the totality of their life as a fairy tale? Hand in hand with this, storytelling, fiction, and fables exhibit a useful purpose in our lives. However, in no wise should we leverage any weight on the basis of fantasy, left to its own device in obscure realms of solitude, as the sole method of determining objective truth. Now that our dialogue has reverse engineered the dissonance of illusion versus reality to the nascent point, we forge ahead with open minds, free of judgment, clear of misconceptions. The matter of import here needing attention is ability in itself of discerning fact from fable. When exploring the truth, we undermine illusion. What is the nullifier that brings equanimity to experiences? We spend our lives in avoidance of the cold embrace. Considering we find ourselves in the grip of this unseen, yet always felt condition, we gain an all too familiar recognition of what not to do, of our limitations. If you already know of that which I speak, say it aloud with me. The quickest, most efficient dispeller of illusion is pain. To make very clear, we do not condone hurting oneself or others. The declaration of the will to action need only be recited here. When we speak of pain, of course it is real, self-inflicted or otherwise. We do not wish individuals to summon unnecessary travails into their lives by creating a consistent standard of anguish. We only wish to demonstrate the usefulness in using pain as a guide within the parameter of everyday conditions. Adding as a springboard a common occurrence, such as accidentally slamming your finger in a door. Whether this is the result of yours or another's folly, the experience is always jarring. Avoiding pain at every turn, we come to know the axiom of don't do that. This simple but effective tactic raises our awareness of the objective environment surrounding fragile flesh and blood. We could even go so far as to deem this spontaneous actualization. In lieu of physical matter's corpse-like nature, we could not find a more reliable instructor of objectivity, of that which lies beyond the threshold of self. These concrete thought forms surrounding us day in and day out allow no quarter in the battle to exist. Every jagged stone, rusty nail, sickness, slick ice, hammerhead, barbed wire, dodgeball, uncontrolled kicking, eye gouge, road rash, broken rib we endure brings us much closer to the quintessence of existence. Not to say life is only pain, as with anything. Joy and pain are alternating states of becoming. In our reverse evolutionary times, what is the proper path of integrating the useful aspect of pain? Zen masters bringing pupils to various levels of comprehension would snap them out of daydreams or conceited delusions concerning enlightenment by delivering a not-so-subtle whack, verbally or otherwise, to withdraw their head from the clouds. Imagine a student of life is overcome by a disease or a years-long condition. As humans, there is no other choice than to live with these ailments. In what ways can we be taught to overcome? So many in society are afflicted with hereditary and/or societally spread diseases, most being permanent, incurable. Once individuals live with incurable disease, the concept of pain as guiding force becomes an all too familiar whack as mentioned above. The case doesn't always need to be that only sick individuals with no other choice integrate these concepts. Anyone living today should be able to put forth into the world as well into the deepest regions of their inner world. I no longer fear or reject pain, especially the sort lingering for years on end. I do not actively seek the principle of pain, nor do I reject its guidance when summoned by ignorance, accident, folly, or love. So it is we arrive at the conclusion of this dialogue, not without a final word for the downtrodden. Whenever a cycle of depression swells up within, followed by endless lamentations of loss and grief, remember those who fight to survive conditions of life you could not begin to grok. They dedicate their lives to this act in hopes of building a better tomorrow. Remember their effort. Strive to cultivate the strength to endure.